Hey, welcome back to GeoTheBacon's channel. This video is going live on Wednesday, where DuelSense is supposed to be. This week, you will have noticed that there's no DuelSense or Master Duel live stream because I'm not in the country. I'm not in Singapore this week. So I'm doing this in advance, as I have predicted that a Banlist is going to land this coming Sunday about 8 PM Singapore time. So in prediction of that, I'm predicting what the Banlist will be. So it's Prediception? Okay, so without further ado, let's go into a better screen. Let me pull out my list here. Okay, so this is the list I'm gonna have here of how I think the band list is gonna be. So first thing first, let's talk about the stuff that is gonna be obvious, things that are gonna be unlimited that I feel is coming. So the things I'm think is coming is this 8 actually. This 8 is basically what do you call that? Divine Wind of Miss Belly, Raigeki, Beginning of the End, Trishula, Night Assailant, Harmonizing Magician, Why Not? Carrier Zemaide, Orcus Hub Horror. You might be wondering why do I think that these are the stuff that is gonna be unlimited? Cause very simple. In the previous band list, let me pull that up for you guys. Beyond the Duel channel on the thing here, you can see in the previous band list they have just been semi-limited and they haven't been making much of a splash in the like meta relevance wise. So I think that it's safe for them to come out more. Like this is a trend that Konami has been doing this past like year or so. So most probably all these 8 cards will be unlimited. Next, more stuff that are obviously gonna come. I think obviously, but it's not obvious. So we had a TCG ban list about a month ago, and they have unlimited these few cards: Time Seal, Change of Heart, Yata Garasu, and Monkey Bots. So these 4 cards I think are gonna move from limited to unlimited, simply because TCG done so, and I think they haven't been making much of a splash in TCG. For those people who are wondering, yes, is this ban list. I'm referring to this ban list, May 17, 2022 ban list, where they have unlimited this thing, not unlimited, but limited this, release this, and release this. So usually OCG don't copy the TCG ban list, but this is the first time TCG in a while that TCG actually unbanned faster than OCG. So these are my obvious prediction that I think that has like a 80 to 90% chance of happening. Okay, so here comes the fun stuff that I think that will be banned or unbanned or whatnot. So things that I think will be banned, have a chance of getting banned, is first, we have Totally Awesome. Why do I think Totally Awesome is banned? Because its first thing is unlimited. Not unlimited, it was limited because of its ability to like loop, and like having multiple copies is kind of scary. And the reason why I think it's banned, I mean, by now you guys should know why, but for those people who don't, it's this: Splite is the majority, and the majority of Splite is actually like basically they use Totally Awesome. Totally Awesome plus the Link 2 is equivalent to 2 negates a turn, and it can dodge Call by the Grave to a certain extent. So at the same time, it's like kinda difficult for them to play. So in a way to nerf Splite without nerfing Splite, like directly, will be to kill the frogs. And one way to kill the frogs is basically to ban Totally Awesome. That's what I think will be banned. Totally Awesome will be banned. But if Totally Awesome is not banned, there's another chance of something else happening, which would be Sword Frog will be limited to 1. Why do I think so? Instead of outright banning Totally Awesome, they might just limit Sword Frog to 1, allowing you to still play Totally Awesome, but with less consistency. In other words, they will force you to use the rank 2 to come out the Sword Frog instead, so that you don't, you can't start hand with 3 Sword Frogs and start with the whole thing. So they tell you, okay, you can have your Sword Frog, you can have your frogs, but you only have 1 Sword Frog. So my prediction is either Totally Awesome will be banned, or Sword Frog will be limited to 1. So it's an either or situation. So I don't think they will hit both. If they hit Sword Frog to 1, they will definitely not hit Totally Awesome to 0. If they hit Totally Awesome to 0, they won't hit Sword Frog at all. Okay? So next prediction is another card that I think will be banned will be Auroradon. Simply due to the fact that it gives way too much advantage to us. Like Synchro Deck. Yes, Synchro Deck is supposed to propel that much. But then again, now is any card that can do one card fiber, you can come out with an entire board that is near unbreakable unless you have hand trap. Which is, I think, a lot of things that resulted in a lot of things being banned previously. I think Predator Plant Anaconda was banned because one card Anaconda is that it seems that Konami is finally willing to touch cards like Anaconda. So why not touch Auroradon? You might be wondering why Auroradon and not Crystal Needle Fiber, Hargrave Fibex. Because Hargrave Fibex is still there because Synchro by itself is not strong enough. You still need something to jump Synchro. So they'll most probably leave Hargrave Fibex there and remove Auroradon. Cause Auroradon is the thing that propel Hargrave Fibex into like dangerous zones. Without it, it's not that bad, but at the same time, it's like choose one. Hargrave Fibex or Auroradon. I really think Auroradon might be getting hit here. So another thing that I think may be getting hit will be Ben 10. You might be wondering, but Duratron hasn't seen much representation. Splight is like there. The top deck, Key Elements is top deck. Exorcister is like one of the top few decks. All these counter Duratron. Why would Ben 10 get semi-limited? Because the Banlist, right, if they were to hit the frogs and whatnot, right, they have to counterbalance with decks that might suddenly appear on top. They don't want the older decks to reign supreme. They still want the newer decks like Splight to be in the top of the meta to drive sales. They are newer cards. Of course, not thinking as just as a player, as a business standpoint, I think yes. So they will be pushing the Splight sales. At the same time, they nerf it. So those people who are not playing Splight, like, oh, okay, at least they nerf it. And those people who are playing Splight won't feel like, oh, I'm getting the short end of the stick when Duratron is still very strong. So other than that, another card that potentially might get hit from unlimited to semi-limited will be Branded Fusion. This is what I feel, because Branded Fusion is one card propels into a lot of fusion stuff. A lot of fusion stuff. So previously they have, if we see from the ban list, previously they have set this guy to 2, which is Branded Opening. Yes, it's called Branded Opening 2. And there is still a lot of Branded Thespian decks out there before Splight landed. So to make it more balanced, Branded Fusion will be hit to 2, but it doesn't outright kill the deck. One last thing, that will bring me to my last card today, which is the last thing that I think will move from limited to semi-limited. And that card is, come on mouse, Fusion Destiny. With Predator Plant Anaconda ban, there is no quick way of doing Fusion Destiny. And it's no longer if all else fails, 2 monsters, Fusion Destiny. So I think it's okay for them to move from limited to semi-unlimited. Previously they were moved from banned to banned to limited because of Anaconda getting banned. And if you notice in the OCG, in the Master Duel, it's currently sitting at semi-limited and it's making a huge splash, but because of Anaconda. So I think without Anaconda, there is a chance that this will be there. And if this will be there, not to be ambitious, I think there's a small chance of Red Eyes Dragoon getting now this is me thinking of it, right, as I record this video. I just thought of it, and that is Red Eyes Dragoon have a chance of getting what do you call that, limited from ban, because previously Anaconda is the reason why Dragoon is a thing. So with all things said and done now, I think that Dragoon will have a chance of coming back. Let me see, Dragoon, yeah, there we go. Let's put Dragoon here in the limited zone. So I think Dragoon has a chance of coming back now that Anaconda is dead. Maybe to 1. Then Red Eyes Fusion to 2. Right at Red Eyes Fusion to 2. Let me get the Red Eyes Fusion so I can put the list here. Is there a better icon? Yeah, there we go. And I think, shit, no. Just so you know, I'm doing this like way as I am like recording, so you guys are getting the raw unfiltered thing as I'm thinking. So same reasoning as Fusion Destiny. Red Eyes Fusion is currently unlimited, but just to let Dragoon out, they might semi-limit it and, well, let out Dragoon. So this is my Banlist prediction for August 2022 for OCG. This is my honest opinion that what I think may happen. So whether it happens or not, who knows? But, well, we will know this coming Sunday, and from there we will see whether I am right or am I wrong. Okay, so if you like contents like this, Yu-Gi-Oh content, Master Duel content, I do have Force of Will content, do like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and yeah, this is GeoTheBacon signing out. See you guys in the next video, and let's see if my banlist is correct. Let's see.